So what's going on, guys? Back for this Tuesday slate. Have a 6-game slate for tonight. Let's get right into it. Before we get started, please be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe if you've not already. Once again, let's try to get 100 plus likes on this. So starting off at point guard today, there's a lot of good options. I like Kyrie Irving the best at 8,800. He has just been playing a lot of minutes in close games. The Celtics just have not been playing well as a team, but Kyrie Irving has still been very solid. He's still getting his with 3 straight games over 40. Price tag is still under 9,000, which I like, and this game is the biggest game of the night, the best game, the one everyone's looking forward to. I think Kyrie Irving's going to show out here, and if he needs to, he's going to take the ball over, just take the game over, because the Celtics might need him to with the way they're playing. So I just like Kyrie Irving in this spot. Shooting guard, I love CJ McCollum. 6,000 just seems really too cheap for him. He's been like a 7,000 player for a lot of the season, over 7K for some of it. Lately, his price tag has been going down, but he's still been playing pretty well. He's been a little inconsistent as of late, but he still hit over 50 Draftkings points in 2 out of his last 4 games. At 6,000 price tag, that's a risk I'm willing to take, especially if you're looking to win some tournaments. You're going to need guys that can go for like 8x their salary. And CJ McCollum at 6,000, he has shown you multiple times this year that he can drop over 50 Draftkings points, and that would be over 8x value. So I think he's in a good spot to bounce back against this Memphis team, which is not as good defensively than they were earlier this year. They traded away some of their best defensive players like Gasol. Jaren Jackson's out. So they're a completely different team. At 6,000, he's coming off a game where he just shot 2 of 13. I think McCollum's going to get back on track. At small forward, I'm going to continue riding with Otto Porter at 6,200. I just like the price tag on him a ton. He has really just been exactly what the Bulls needed at the small forward position. He's really played extremely well since that trade happened, shooting well over 50% from 3 since that trade. He has multiple huge games, plays a ton of minutes. At 6,200, I'm thinking he's going to get you high 30s, low 40s. And definitely will exceed value at that price tag. So I like Otto Porter a lot. I like Lauri Markkanen again at 8,200. So his price tag is starting to go back down after it was about 8,600 for 3 straight games. The matchup here is not as bad as people think. It's actually a good matchup against 4 power forwards. Thaddeus Young just doesn't have the size to match up against Markkanen, who legitimately has like 4 inches on Thaddeus Young. So Markkanen should be able to have his way if he wants to post up, or if we know he loves shooting the 3 ball. Coming off a game where he shot just 6 of 21, still put up 39.8 Draftkings points. It was the game right after they went to 4 overtimes, so his shot was really off. Like a lot of the teams, Zach LaVine was also off, so a lot of the players were just tired after that 4 overtime game, as you would expect. So his minutes also went down to 29. I'm expecting his minutes to go right back up. They had a day off in between, and the game against the Hawks they just played was an afternoon game, so they had some extra time too. So I think Markkanen's in a great spot to go back to his 37, 38 minutes and his high 40s, low 50s Draftkings points. So 8,200, I'm all over that. At center, I like Myles Turner on the other side. 5,700 seems like a really good price tag on him. He hasn't been awesome since he's come back from his injury, but a matchup against the Bulls is just what he needs to get back on track. Even though he hasn't been playing well, he's still been killing it with the blocks. 10 blocks in his last 2 games combined. Robin Lopez has been playing a ton of minutes for the Bulls. The matchup is good against him. The Bulls do like to drive. Zach LaVine likes to drive in the paint. Chris Dunn likes to drive as well. So another good opportunity for Turner to rock up the blocks. And as long as he doesn't get into foul trouble, you're looking at 30-plus minutes out of him. So at 5,700 seems too cheap and just a great spot. Finally, looking at the resurgence of Avery Bradley, who, since he's been a Grizzly, has just been on fire. After just doing nothing for the Clippers organization for the first half of the year, he's really started to play well as a Grizzly. He is playing a lot of minutes, high 30s in minutes in close games, and he's been very solid with 30 Draftkings points, 40s, high 20s, mid 20s. At 4,400, you'll take all of that. So I think it's going to be very hard for him to hurt you with the way he's playing. And he does have huge upside at that price tag. So just like we talked about with CJ McCollum, Bradley's another guy that can get you 8 to 10x salary. So 8 to 10x upside on his salary. So those are 6 players that I like. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it, and good luck today.